Rams and the New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He'll drop to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is...
And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Red, 60, orange, 54, white, 64, green, ready to go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a second down coming up. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Saquon Barkley. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Okay, they didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They do get 5 there, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll look to throw here. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
They'll drop the throw, and that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 2nd quarter score from KC. And it's the Chiefs that have grabbed the early lead over the Chargers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he works his way forward for about 4, up to the midfield stripe.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now out come the Patriots. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Pilot, 64, weak. Give me that ball, defense. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Ready?
2nd and 6. Incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 23.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Back now in Foxborough. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Let's go, let's go. Hey, orbit. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Big grip, big grip.
He'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they?
If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Second and 10. Catch made here by Campbell. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw, and that's complete to Cooks. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. They'll look to throw here. Campbell making the catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way
and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here we go. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Rush in, rush in.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll go to Barkley again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So the Patriots now down 23-17. 90 seconds remaining. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check in. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Go.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield,